Okay, does that mean we're all set?
Go ahead.
Yes, we are.
Okay. I'd like to call this meeting to order tonight. And I'd like to welcome everybody and say, in these trying times, this is all brand new for us. So please have a little bit of patience here. This is something new we're doing. I sincerely hope everybody's been doing their best to stay healthy and stay safe at this time. And let's get this meeting rolling. So if you'd stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to
and
the
to the
republic
republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible,
with
with
liberty
and justice for all.
justice for all. Thank you very much. Okay, under communications, first of all, if anybody has any questions at all, I would have you please direct those to Dr. Garden's email, which would be rgarden@tricreek.k12.in.us, and we will try to get to those during the meeting here this evening. I'm going to repeat that, rgarden@tricreek.k12.in.us.
And Mrs. Dumpster, if I can jump in there, make sure that they spell it RGARDIN.
There you go. Thank you very much. Okay, so then I'm going to jump ahead here to the consent agenda, which is under routine. So if I could have a motion to approve the minutes of the meeting held on Thursday, March 12th, approve the minutes of the special meeting held on Thursday, March 19th, and approve payroll and claims.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Okay, who made the motion for record?
Diana. Oh, sorry, Lon.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, so I have Lon and Kyle. Any questions or comments in regards to the consent agenda? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Okay. Under personnel report, approve the personnel report dated Thursday, April 9th, 2020. Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Okay. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay. Any questions or comments in regards to the personnel report? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Okay, under new business, extend the payment of regular wages to board-approved employees through the end of the 2019-20 school year. Dana. Is Dana on board here?
There I am. Okay.
Okay.
There you are.
This is to extend your original action for paying our employees, all of our regular board-approved employees, their regular board-approved wages through the end of the 2019-2020 school year. We are receiving our funding still from the state, thankfully, and I would recommend that we continue to pay our employees. Many are supporting our students throughout this e-learning program. Others are being called in to do special duties within our district as needed, such as our lunch program, specialized cleaning, and other things throughout the district. So I would recommend continuing this practice.
So moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Deanne, did you get that?
You can't talk.
Okay. All right. I have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments in regards to that? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Number two, Approve the memorandum of understanding between the Tri-Creek School Corporation, Lowell High School, and Purdue University on behalf of its Northwest campus for the development and implementation of a dual credit program effective August 1st, 2020, and remaining in force for a period of 3 years.
Yeah, these are the standard articulation agreements that we have between the high school and universities when we offer dual credit classes. These agreements allow our high school students to earn that credit then through the university.
Okay, awesome. So it's another benefit for our students.
Absolutely.
So, okay. Okay, do I have a motion?
I'll make the
Motion.
Okay, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second.
Go ahead, Dan.
Any questions or comments in regards to this? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Thank you, guys. Number 3, approve resolution 2020-02, designating subpoena agent and counsel to advise board.
This is a resolution that we're asking the board to adopt. When there's a teacher contract cancellation possible, there needs to be a separate attorney for the school board to advise the board through that process.
Okay,
So
all right.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Wow, we did that one smoothly. Any other questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Accept the donation from the Adventure Club in the amount of $2,000 to help pay down negative student meal charges. And accept, I'm going to do 4 and 5 together here. And accept the donation from Brienne Mihan in the amount of $300 to help provide lunch bags. Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. I just want to take a moment here to make mention of the fact of during this time, the food program that has been going on, and this kind of plays into it here. We've got $2,000 paying down student meal charges and a donation for bags for these lunches that are going out. And I just want to say thank you to our school employees that have been coming together to put these meal packages together, and all of our administration that's been working on this. It's just been awesome. I've been hearing some great things back from the community. And I think in such a trying time that it's great that we can come together and still put this together for the students. And I also would like to thank the community members that have been working together to bring students to pick up the meals, whether it's the parents. I know some church programs are doing it, and babysitters and daycares. So I just wanted to say thank you for everybody participating in that. So all those in favor of approving those donations?
Aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion passes. Okay. Any other information, Dr. Gart? Or any,
Yeah.
first of all, yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Yes. Some information, thinking about the lunches this Wednesday, so just yesterday, over 5,400 meals were distributed, and that's about 800 or so bags of meals for kids. Those are 5-day lunch kits that they receive, along with 5 breakfast items in each bag. A phenomenal turnout at the high school. We had a line of traffic throughout the parking lot, and then almost all of our administrators there helping to check parents in, distribute the lunches, control traffic, and the Lowell Fire Department is there along with the Easter Bunny, greeting kids.
That's fantastic.
Satellite locations at the fire departments in Snyder and Shelby, where they came to the high school earlier in the morning, picked up the lunches, took them to those 2 fire stations, and then handed them out.
Cool.
So it really is a wonderful community effort.
That's fantastic.
It is, yeah. And just great with the parent involvement of taking care of the 2 fire stations for us. So we're really pleased to be able to feed kids, even though we're not in school. And it's fun to see them too when they come through the line.
For some clarification, is it the parents that are taking care of the distribution then at the fire stations?
It is.
That's awesome,
It is.
fantastic.
Yes, thank you, parents.
Yes, thank you.
And also, let's see, what else do we have? Our modified calendar. Through a combination of using the waiver days that were given to us by the governor and using our e-learning days, we will be ending our school year on May 21st. So instead of ending it coming back on the 28th, we're ending it about a week early. Now for our high school seniors, if they are passing their courses that they need for graduation and they're not in advanced placement or in dual credit, their school year will end on April 22nd. If they're not passing the courses they need for graduation, when we say pass, they just have to have a D-. They will continue on with their e-learning lessons and more intensified help from their teachers to get them up to passing so they can graduate. Also, we are going to be working with our administrators, revise our e-learning plan to make sure that the information that parents are getting and kids are getting is exactly more aligned to what they need, because we understand there's frustration. We want to see if we can reduce that. And finally, we are working with Franciscan hospitals. They are, especially the Dyer campus and the Munster campus, are in urgent need of supplies. And so we have asked our principals to go through all the buildings and talked with the teachers and to find out where your Clorox wipes, what hand sanitizer do you have, masks, gowns, gloves, and we're pulling all that together and donating that to Franciscan Hospital.
Really nice.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I also saw that we were creating the framework for visors for the hospitals.
Yeah, I don't think Jay is online or on, he may not be, but Jay Blackman and his tech crew have been creating the headpieces, the part that holds the plastic shield using our 3D printers. We have 13 3D printers throughout the school corporation, and he collected those into one location. And to give you an idea, we have 13 of those kind of printers. A neighboring school corporation larger has 3. So that kind of speaks to our advancement in using technology with our kids and now being able to use it to help our healthcare workers.
That's fantastic. That's really awesome. So, any other news as far as that goes?
No, we've taken care of all that. We are closely monitoring every day what the Department of Education is telling us, what kind of information they're putting out to make sure that we are responding on things like what are we doing about teacher evaluations? We don't know yet.
Right.
Because the DOE hasn't told us. But let me check my email because I saw a message come through. Let's see here. Okay, so a parent said that they're having problems getting in touch with teachers regarding e-learning. Yeah, we've talked about that a little bit earlier tonight, and we are going to put together a 1-page, maybe 2 or more, but an informational brochure listing how to get in touch with teachers. What's the best way? Maybe office hours for teachers, but a more concise way than going to the website and trying to find the staff directory.
Yeah, I think, yeah, and I think the teachers, well, we all need to communicate too, so that the parents are aware of how they would communicate or what's the best option for communication, I guess, for each teacher. So
yeah, we know our entry point for communication is our email, because every teacher, of course, has an email address. All of our kids, all of our students have email addresses. So we know that that's the entry point, the very first connection point. So we'll make sure that parents are easily able to find email addresses for teachers.
Yeah, I think sometimes the situation is, or where the challenge comes in, is when a child is working on schoolwork and they have a question that pertains to the software, or the parent has a particular question, and if they email the teacher, that's fine, but it's not an instantaneous result. Do you know what I'm saying? There's no process of back and forth communication necessarily there. So I can understand where it would be challenging for a parent or a student.
And we've also given information to our teachers how to use Google Voice.
Okay.
So they know how they can use their personal cell phone to be able to call parents too. So it's like,
Okay.
again, going back to the email, that's the first entry point. And then maybe within that email communication, a teacher can say, here's the best way to reach me if you need a quick answer.
Right. Or even setting up a specific time to be able to go over something using the voice.
Right.
So that it would be convenient for both parties. So, and I do ask parents and students to be patient with us on this. This is something that when we did e-learning, we really didn't foresee doing it for weeks or months at a time. And it's a learning time for both parties, or for every party involved in this. So please, I understand that it can be frustrating, but also, be patient with the teachers and everybody else on the other end of it.
Well, what's different about this situation that we've never experienced before, before it's been weather related. And we all know, okay, eventually the snow is going to melt, the ice is going to melt, the roads are going to be clean. Couple days,
Right.
we'll be back to normal.
Right.
The situation is entirely different, where we don't know exactly when this will end.
Right.
And I just saw the figures today. Probably millions of people have filed for unemployment. And those very well could be some of our parents who not only are stressed about their kids being out of school and trying to get their work done, but now they're worried about their income. So we've got to be aware of that. We
Right.
also have to be aware that some parents are continuing to work and their kids are at home. We need to be aware of that. This is just such an unprecedented situation that we all need to step back, take a deep breath, and remember we're going to get through this together.
Right.
We are here as a school corporation as partners.
Right.
And we want to set everybody up for success. Just tell us what you need. Just ask us. Just send me an email, call me, and we'll do our best to see what needs we can meet for you.
Yeah. To put that in perspective, what you said, Indiana, the workforce development, they usually see on average on a high week between 2,000 and 3,000 unemployment claims. Last week, they saw 186,000. So, I mean, when you think about the difference in that and what parents are dealing with at home and families, not to mention the health issues. So, if a parent or a sibling or a family member, grandparent, aunt, uncle is sick, I mean, that throws a whole nother ball of wax in this. We're not talking about a foot of snow here. So yeah, this is something that all of us have to have some patience with.
Right.
So,
I guess most of all, I want to emphasize learning is important. It certainly is.
Yeah.
At the same time,
hi, Joey.
learning is important. At the same time, so are family needs.
Yes.
And in the long run, those family needs are going to be more important than this lesson right now, today.
Right. Right. To bounce off of that just a little bit, I really wanted to say thank you to, there's a whole list here. Our parents, they never expected to be teachers, and they've taken on part of that responsibility. Our teachers, who never thought that they would have to be balancing home life and school from their kitchen table. Students who don't have all the support that they're used to when they're sitting at a desk. Our caregivers, we've got grandparents and babysitters that have had to take on some of these additional responsibilities, as well as our administration and all the rest of our staff that have stepped up during this. I just wanted to put this out from me. Thank you all very, very much, because we couldn't do it without all of you. And I couldn't imagine if during this we were waiting for an end time to continue school or to try to figure out how we were going to handle next year. So having this access to learning has really been like a lifesaver as far as continuing these students' education. So I just wanted to say thank you to all the groups out there that are taking a part of this responsibility. So anything else, Dr. Garden?
Just want to wish everyone a great Easter weekend coming up.
Okay, yes, definitely. All right, do I have any questions or comments from the board then?
Like to say thanks to Jay for getting us all together here.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, make
Yes.
it work. And thanks to
Yeah.
all the parents and teachers.
Yeah, definitely, Jay, I can't even imagine, I was thinking about that today. I'm like, when you think about now how now it's all technology, all the kids are doing school via computer or tablets, and all the teachers are, and Jay is probably like, they want a what? They want a board meeting? So just thank you very much for getting this all together. We appreciate it.
Here
So,
we are.
yeah. Anybody else? Okay, then I call this meeting adjourned. Thank you. Please stay safe and healthy and have a great Easter.
And I had no other emails of questions. That was the only one that came in.
Okay, good. Good to know.